Hey y'all, this is Chrissy T, and I'm back with a recap of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 5, Episode 24. And I know I'm tardy, but I was exhausted and beat, and I needed rest. So when your body needs rest, honey, get it. And that's exactly what I did for those 4 or 5 days. So let's get into why we all are here. The cast is in DR. Gael is the thirstiest she's ever been. Okay, this heifer is starving for male attention. So Amara invited her colorist baby dad out again, and the first person he greets is Gael. So everybody is appalled, and they're telling Gael, leave this girl baby daddy alone. But there is no boundaries with Gael. We all know that. So Amara sits Allan down, and she asks him, why did he refer to her as a black bitch? Because that's how he sees you. Why? You don't ask why. That's not important. The fact of the matter is he called you a black bitch and said nobody wants you. It don't matter why he said it. He sees you as a black bitch and he thinks he's the prize. And what really frustrates me is that no one has called him out on what he said. It was just swept underneath the rug and we haven't heard anything about it. What he said was problematic, and I believe he should have got the same treatment Erica Mena got. I believe that his scene should have been X'd out completely, but here we are. Meanwhile, back in Miami, Eliza Reign is talking to her daughter, and she's disappointed that her daughter is pregnant and got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So Eliza's concerns is that motherhood is going to hinder her daughter from accomplishing things that she needs to accomplish. And yeah, I get it. It most definitely can. And I tell my daughter all the time, having kids, which she don't have, but I just tell her, listen, before you go out here and you think you want to be grown, having kids is a big responsibility. And also I let her know to be mindful of who you having kids with, because that's important too. And I tell her, listen, anytime you think you want to go out and be grown, use my life as a reference, because you can learn from the mistakes I made without having to repeat the same mistakes I made. Meanwhile, Safaree is up to his old tricks. He is playing in our faces, pretending to reminisce about Amara and how he let a good thing go. So that's the same game he played with Erica Mena. Stay woke. Safaree is really good at pursuing women. I mean, the man got it down pack. He can sell you a dream. He will pursue you and tell you all the things you want to hear. He'll even put in the work. He will put in the work. But once he gets you, all that stuff is out the door. He went hard for Erica Mena and treated her like crap once he got her. And then shortly after Nicki Minaj kicking him to the curb, he started dating Zashia Santiago. And she's such a sweet person, beautiful woman. And that lasted 2 months. She caught on to the clownism early and dropped him like a bad habit. Now, that was one woman he couldn't finesse for a long period of time. It lasted 2 months. So Marcus Luther King shows up, and Safaree tells him that he's been reflecting on his behavior and he misses Amara. He said that he took Amara for granted. He said he was afraid to give himself to a woman after he's been hurt in the past. Okay, so with him opening up like this, this does shed some light on some things. And I honestly think that his relationship with Nicki Minaj affected him and made him cautious about opening up to a woman fully. So he goes on to say that he really wants to put a smile on her face. And I don't take him serious, because immediately after ending things with Amara, he jumped, moved on quickly, hopped, skipped into another situationship with Eliza. So I'm sorry, I'm not buying this. So Safaree tells Marcus that he wants to propose to Amara, and Marcus told him to pray about it. So they prayed, and at the end of that prayer, there was some water on Safaree's face. Now, I'm not buying that those are tears. I do believe that once the camera was focused on Marcus and away from Safaree, Safaree turned his ass around, dipped his hands in the pool, and put some water on his face to pretend that he was crying. So yeah, it's all a scam. Now he done scammed Amara, and now he's trying to scam the viewers. Meanwhile, back in the DR, Amara is pissed because Gael posted a picture of herself hugged up with Allan. And Amara said that at the girl's birthday party, that would be Allan's final and last strike. His last strike should have been when he called you a black bitch and said nobody wants you. That should have been the last strike. But she has given this man so many chances. When will enough be enough? Every time he messes up, she always says, this is the last time. He does something again. This is your last time. And it never is. This is what trauma bonding looks like. She has this emotional attachment to this man that don't respect her. He's a colorist. He isn't present in her kid's life. But she insists on giving this man chance after chance. And for what? And truth be told, if Amara didn't reach out to Allan, she won't even hear from this man. So Tip tells Amara that she does not make the best decisions. And that's all facts. Allan lacks respect from Amara because she just doesn't set healthy boundaries. You let this man call you a black bitch. And not only that, his friend told you that he only wanted you as an opportunity, but you still keep chasing this man around. And I know that isn't the first time he's called her that. I'm sure he's been saying it and probably call her even worse things. So meanwhile, Bobby Lights shows everybody a video of Shay and her crusty baby daddy holding Amara's kids and had the nerve to post it on her Instagram. So you know Amara was livid. Shay, honey, you were out of line. Don't touch my kids if you don't like me. And let alone let your baby daddy pick up my damn kids. Hell, he could have been digging in his anus for all we know. I also believe that she posted that picture just to get under Amara's skin. So Gael is hilarious. So Gael decides she wants to confront Trick about his nieces. So she tells him he needs to check them for being all in her damn business. And Trick said, hell no. I ain't doing none of that because this is between y'all. I'm staying out of it. And I appreciate that. Hot Topic, on the other hand, she ready to run a fade with Gael because number one, she feels like Gael is a troublemaker. She started with Zoe. She still didn't get her lick back from when Gael threw a drink at her. So her seeing Gael confront Trick and tell him what he needs to do, she decided to pipe up and threw a drink at Gael. So while that's going on, Flo decided to run up and she was ready to run a fade with Hot Topic. One thing about these sisters, they gonna stick beside each other. Flo is gonna stick beside Gael despite the fact that she fucked her husband. But hey, if it works for them, so be it. The day of the girls' party, Amara checks her mother for allowing Shay and her crusty boyfriend to hold her kids, and she wanted to know why her mother allowed that. So to make a long answer short, her mom pretty much said she was caught off guard and Shay practically snatched the babies out of her arms. But posting someone else's kids on social media is disrespectful. Before I post any kids on my social media, I check with the parents first. Even if it's kids in my family, I'm going to ask the parents. If I want to post my little niece, I'm going to ask her mother first. Let me find out someone I don't like me decides to hold my baby and post a video on social media. I might be on Dateline or the First 48. Like, you don't do that. So Shay, you starting to do some clown stuff. So Mark shows up to the DR and he tells Brooke that Safaree has joined him and he wants to propose to Amara. So Safaree wants to propose to Amara 1 week after he was just telling Eliza he's trying to build something with her. So not only does he want to propose, but he wants to do it at the kid's birthday party. So once again, the twins' party is being hijacked. First, it was hijacked by Brooke by making it a girls' trip. Now Safaree wants to come on in and propose to Amara. That should have been done at a later time. This is about the twins, okay? So Zoe meets up with Flo to talk about her troublesome sister. And Zoe did not bite her tongue, honey. She let it all out. So Zoe tells Flo that she really likes her as a friend, but her sister, on the other hand, is problematic. And she feels that Flo needs to check her. Zoe, sweetheart, Flo did nothing when her sister fucked her man. I doubt if she would do anything about Gael's antics against someone else. Like, seriously, Zoe? So, Flo tells Zoe that Gael means no harm. That's a lie. She meant harm when she was posted up with Amara's baby daddy. She meant harm when she was fucking your husband. She meant harm when she was frolicking Claudia. She meant harm. So, child, Zoe had it up to here with Flo making excuses for Gael. And she cussed her smooth out and then hit her with this. Now, this is something I wasn't expecting. She told Flo that she used to fruck bitches like her in high school. Child, I couldn't. I was too through. Let me find out. Zoe clocked in, okay? She clocked in. Meanwhile, the twins have a party. There was no children in sight. Allan shows up with his family, excluding the wife. Hot Topic made a good point about Amara having to travel all the way to the DR for Allan to be a daddy. Had she not went to the DR, Allan wouldn't have seen those kids. Amara and Allan's mother are arguing in their language. She tells Amara that she treated Amara like a daughter and she was ungrateful for it, and that she resents Amara from treating her son like crap. First of all, Amara, you should not be arguing with the deadbeat's mother at your daughter's birthday party. Just no. I feel like instead of her enjoying the birthday party, she spent most of her time explaining herself to her deadbeat's mother. She looks so sad and defeated because she's really trying to please Allan and his mother. But here comes Safaree in the nick of time. Now, I know he's not to be taken serious, but at least he was able to put a smile on her face like he said he would. So he brings her flowers. He gets down on one knee and proposes to Amara. Keep in mind, this is 4 days after telling Eliza he's trying to build something with her. But next week, Ray J once again is in Safaree's ear, trying to convince Safaree that Amara was arguing with her baby dad because in reality, she's really in love with him. So he's all in this man's business. Meanwhile, he's unaware that his own wife is filing for divorce. So Safaree gets caught up again because he's been exposed. Number one, he proposed to Amara. A couple days before that, he was still texting Eliza and trying to get with Flo. So y'all, that is the end of this episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and I will talk to you later. Bye.